What ho, chaps, how the devil? It's time to pull apart another dodgy BBC story, talking absolute drivel about, yes, you've guessed it, the climate benefits of veganism. It's the same old shite that we are sick and tired of reading, because obviously the BBC are a corrupt woke institution with a disgraceful political agenda, despite the fact it is a publicly funded company. They want the whole world to be transformed, like all of the woke. They want us wearing a uniform. They want everybody in the entire world to be in ideological lockstep. They don't like free people. They don't like choice. They like control. And part of their little agenda, as we've known for many, many years, is pushing the climate change agenda. Freedoms be damned. They don't like the fact that plumbers go on holiday to Spain, but they love the fact that famous people fly 50 times a year. So I'm going to just rip this apart using facts and logic and data and good metrics to put the final nail in this coffin that says if you don't stop taking the kids on holiday twice a year and you don't pack in eating steaks, the whole world's going to be flooded and we're all going to be wandering through the post-apocalyptic ruins and it's going to be all your fault. Scaffolder from Leeds, it's all your fault. Let's just kill this once and for all, shall we? So here's the story. Martha Henriques and Zaria Gorvat. Yeah, you knew it wouldn't be Lisa Smith, Sarah Brown, didn't you? Because they're all somewhere, they're all anywheres, aren't they? Everyone who works for the BBC's at anywhere. Obviously, I'm referencing David Goodhart there, if nobody's heard the term. Somewheres are people like you and I, who belong to a place and care about the place. Anywheres are woke middle-class arseholes, you know the type, they've all got the same CV. Oh yes, well I did a year in Munich and then I went to college in Paris and then I studied in England for 12 months and then I took a job in New York City and yes, I lived in Manhattan for a bit. Shut the fuck up, nobody cares, we don't want your life story. So according to these woke twats, one of the most important impactful things you can do to fight climate change is make a few small tweaks to your diet. Yeah, just a few small tweaks to your diet and also be in ideological lockstep with insane communist power-mad dictators, tyrants all across the fucking world who tell you what to eat and what to think and where to go. Yeah, easy. Just a few tweaks to your diet. Suck my fucking plums, Martha. Martha, get your gums around me plums. How's that sound? Where was I? The information on which foods are really sustainable or eco-friendly is often confusing. Not for me, love. Not for me. Cut its head off and wipe its ass. I'll eat it. That's my diet. Out of spite, I think I'm going to embark on the sausage diet. Right. If they're going to insist on sending my tax dollars to work on these ridiculous green agendas, then out of spite, every dollar I can spend that I get to keep in my own pocket, I think I'll just spend it on mince, sausages, and mattresses, and I'll just set one on fire twice a week. Fuck it. Just build a pyre of memory foam mattresses in my backyard and set that on fire every week, just to try and offset any good that these fucking woke communist cunts do. Let's get to the meat of what I made this video for, right? Joking aside. They're trying to get us to eat cricket burgers and telling us that the vegans are all the best because they do lovingly homemade meals and they're better and they're good for the world, blah, 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 right? Let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? I remember seeing Jordan Peterson get lambasted on a Q&A in Australia by some big fat bird who took umbrage with him because he eats a lot of steak, right? And Jordan Peterson is rake thin, which tells me that even though he's eating a lot of steak, he's probably only having about 1,500 calories a day or something like that. Now, let's look at the average physique of a vegan. I just typed in vegan YouTubers. Here's what I found. A big fat vegan who apparently is a jet setter and likes to go travelling.
So, we know that I'm obsessed with maple, so obviously that's my first one. I'm glad I ran 1,000,000 stairs this morning.
You want to take your Stairmaster back to the fucking shop, love. Yeah, it's not working. It is definitely... You've got more chins than the Chinese phone book. Don't tell me you've just done 1,000,000 steps. Anyway, I'm not having a pop. Actually, that does look like a good donut. Let's watch this for a bit longer.
So good. I can't wait to munch on these all day.
So she's going to eat them all day. Yeah?
Pan. What's your review of your donut? Oh my god. It has...
Right, so her and a fat mate eat donuts all day. Again, I'm not having a pop. Joking aside, she seems like a nice, bubbly lass. That's fine. The point I'm making, if it isn't painfully obvious, is that all foods have a carbon footprint. There's a water footprint which contributes, right? Which I've made the point many times before. Almonds and nuts have a pretty large water footprint. It takes dozens of gallons of water to produce a couple of almonds. You look at your average sandwich there, 162 gallons of water to make a turkey sandwich. And obviously lettuce is quite good, bread's a bit worse, cheese is a bit worse, and obviously because cows fart a lot, and then turkey's a meat product, that's the highest. But newsflash, the most important thing to being green with your diet is to not eat too much, isn't it? Just think about it. I know it sounds like a crazy idea. I'm just throwing this out there. If a turkey sandwich contributes to carbon and it takes 162 gallons of water to make a turkey sandwich, having half a turkey sandwich is better than having 3 turkey sandwiches. So when some buffalo-arsed vegan has a pop at a skinny bloke because he eats too much beef, I'm left scratching my head, completely bewildered, because if you were to calculate who's got the biggest carbon footprint based off the diet, you guarantee she will thrash Jordan Peterson. She will slap him silly with her bingo wings, because her carbon footprint will be about 10 times the size of his. Is that not a fair appraisal of the situation? Secondly, the highest source of carbon emissions is transportation. And again, it's almost 30% of all 2020's greenhouse gas emissions. So if some twat like Leonardo DiCaprio or fucking John Kerry, who takes about 100 fucking private jets a year, and then you've got Dave, the plumber from Hartlepool, who takes the kids to Spain twice a year, they have to have the neck of 1,000 giraffes to pick on the fucking working public. The average person who just takes a holiday with the kids every now and then. I'm sick and tired of having this argument, and I just want to make this clear. Nice middle-class woke girls that eat a lot of fucking donuts and fly all over the place doing the vlog have got a massive carbon footprint, and people like Bootneck, who eat sparingly and walk a lot, have not got a large carbon footprint. So I'm sick and tired of being lectured by ridiculous hypocrites. My carbon footprint is 1,000 times lower than AOC's or John Kerry or anybody. In fact, it's more than 1,000, isn't it? Because when I fly anywhere, it's in coach, crammed in a fucking economy class with about another 300 people. When these twats fly, it's on private jets half the time, where you've literally got a plane in the sky for just you and nobody else. This article is complete, utter bollocks. Yeah, beef's got some of the highest emission foods, but if I eat hardly any beef, and you eat 70 donuts a fucking week, fatty, your vegan diet isn't worth a wank. And I'm sick of hearing about it. So, pipe down, leave me alone, and I'm going to get back to my pork scratchings. Thank you very much. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this not a totally rational thing? Is my carbon footprint not smaller than 99% of the people that write this fucking drivel? I am absolutely convinced that it is. So stop lecturing me, you useless woke twats.